Hello, welcome to this video, and in today's episode we are working on E91. The customer brought us this car because of a few electrical mysteries. For example, that central lock doesn't work, basically the remote key doesn't work. So we will be checking the battery, we will be checking antenna, diversity antenna, because with E91s it's quite often the problem. Diversity antenna gets water damage, as well as rear wiper doesn't work, as well as he said that there are a few problems with the lights, so he wants us to check if maybe there is a short circuit counter, maybe there is a problem with the wiring. So yeah, we will be doing that, as well as I will show you how I go through diagnostics and how basically I check what the actual problem is, because the customer already said that he tried changing relays, changing stuff like that, and nothing seemed to help. But yeah, I will try to show you, and I hope you will enjoy this video. So yeah, one of the first things we're gonna do check is the rear wiper. We already did diagnostics and see that it has a fault of wiper being stuck, and as we can see now, the wiper kind of moves freely. Well, not freely, hardly, but also we're gonna check the wiper motor, because the customer stated beforehand that the wiper motor doesn't turn at all. If we turn the ignition and put wipers, we hear something at the back, but the wiper doesn't move. Well, basically it doesn't move. One way that I check if the wiper motor is the problem or the actual, like this top bit, the mechanism isn't working, is simply by emulating the closed position of the trunk. Okay, so we found something thinner, and we're simply gonna just close the trunk, or pretend that it's closed. And as we can see, it's still not moving. But if we go back to the car, turn off and turn on the rear wiper, we can already hear that the wiper is moving. At least it's in a different position now. And we can see that it's working. So yeah, it's not gonna be as difficult to change the mechanism. We're just gonna undo those plastic bits, those two bolts over here, and try to remove the wiper. First of all, to remove this wiper mechanism, which we can see is nearly stuck, simply as removing the wiper linkage, which is 13th. Just give a little tug. Of course, it tries to get stuck. So, okay, as per usual, it doesn't want to get out. We're just gonna use some penetrating oil. Make sure to all get in. Then try to wiggle it. But we already see that it moves more from the button than from the... Oh, okay. While I was saying something, it just got free. That's amazing. 24. Let's try to break it loose. It seems like it's doing something. But yeah, one of the biggest problems with those mechanisms are that sometimes they're that stuck that you cannot move out from the window, from the state that it's actually moving to the sides at least a little bit. It seems like it should be okay. We will be able to remove the mechanism. Well, usually when it's not working like that, it's as simple as putting lots of lubricating oil, penetrating oil, and then trying its best. Usually it's just putting penetrating oil, lots of it, maybe heating, but yeah, it's you need to be careful because you can break the actual window. But it seems like this part at least it's fine. Okay, and let's undo bolts here. So it's just two plastic trays over here. Okay, we got that inside. And then only those two 10mm nuts, if I'm not mistaken. So we undid that one. And then final, for whatever reason, it wasn't even properly netted in. Well, that's mechanism off. Gonna unplug this as well. And then we need to somehow get out the button out of place. We feel like it's moving, but it still doesn't want to release it. Making sure if I not forgot something. Okay, we're gonna put much more lubricating oil. So as we undid the bolts already for this mechanism, we will try to give little lovely taps. Okay, we will try to make some holes to get oil between. So yeah, we quickly gonna open the rear window because we actually disconnected the switch because we thought everything's gonna be easy. For now, we can connect it back to place just to make sure that's working. So yeah, we are putting loads of penetrating oil, just hoping it gets through. And next frame, we gonna be hopefully removing this button. So okay, we made this contraption. Just gonna put lots of WD-40 to get through once again. And then we will try to pry it from the bottom. And hopefully we will manage not to break the glass. So basically with this contraption, we are lifting the bottom from the glass. And then we will try to hook wiper mechanism down to the bottom. Okay, I'm not sure if it's me or is it actually, but it seems like it started moving. Seems like more of that it got more inside. Well, the bottom got more outside-ish. Let's try to do more. Okay, I now move to bigger screwdriver. Just trying to pull from the bottom. Oh, I felt it. I felt something. Yeah, we can see progress. So a bit more here. That's amazing. It seems like it's moving. Still hardly moving, but moving nonetheless. A bit more from that side. Okay, it seems like it's loose. A bit dirt. This cable is so in decent condition. But yeah, we managed to get this through, and as we can see, it's kind of stuck. So I'm putting it back together. It's gonna be much easier. Just making sure this gasket is in perfect place. The cable goes through where it needs to go. Then simply taking new part which already we can see moves much more freely. And then probably we should undo this nut. Just to make our life. So yeah, we ended not just to make our life a bit easier, making sure that cable goes to the right place, and then simply just pulling through. Just gonna use something to make sure that it wouldn't rust out instantly. So I just took some aluminum anti-seize. Just gonna once again pull it through, and we can start putting nuts back together. It's perfect. And if we take our wiper, as well as that new nut. Just not putting fully, just to make sure that... Yeah, I just realized that I forgot this big nut. I was taking so long to remove the previous button that I forgot that it has nut. So we plug that in. And once again we will try. Make sure that closes. Putting nut just in case. Yeah, my hands are full of penetrating oil, so it's hard, really hard to catch the nuts. But yeah, if we put it that one, we see it's in place, and then give a quick try. We can see it's working. So yeah, it was quite a simple task, except that we had to fight a bit with this being seized. But yeah, now it seems everything's working. Probably the owner needs new wiper. Well, this mechanism is working perfectly fine. So yeah, next on our agenda is gonna be the locking things, as well as checking why the washer fluid doesn't come to the back. But to do that, we will remove the spoiler. Just 5 or 4, 1 to 5 bolts, nuts over here. Remove the spoiler. Check if the actual washer pump pipe is not broken, not cracked over here or there. I can't remember which side is it. And if that's okay, we're gonna check the fuse and as well as change motor if the problem still persists. As well as when we remove the spoiler, we will be able to check in what condition antenna is. I probably have one diversity antenna somewhere around. I will check with that, but I'm not sure if that one is working. If not, then I will get somewhere tomorrow the new antenna. Well, not new for this car. So okay, let's move on to the spoiler. We already undid those like five plastic plugs just to see the bolts. We see that already 2 of the plugs are missing, not plugs, but 2 of the fixing plugs missing. There's a nut there, 2 bolts here, so we just quickly gonna do this. We already see that this one is not properly done. Basically, this one is not holding anything. And then we have 2 T20s on the side. So yeah, we put something just over there, just to make sure not to scratch it. And then undo those T20 bolts. 5th one is not even screwed in properly. And we can see already that someone done cables on this side at least. And on this side, I can't remember if it's originally in this color or not. We will check the cables, because it might be the problem here as well. But yeah, first of all, let's undo this box, remove the remove the spoiler fully. Okay, from the amount of cables we have here and connections we have here, we see that someone tried to do something here, but haven't done anything with cables like this. So we see first cable broken. I wonder if I just simply pull it, will I be able to get through? Second broken. Third broken. And do we have 4 for 4? I need something thin. Do we have 4 for 4? 4 for 4. Yay! We have 4 for 4. That's perfect. Jackpot. So we're gonna simply undo that, make new wiring for at least this part. Everything else seems working so far, so hopefully no problems with the wiring over there and there as well. But yeah, we're just simply gonna make new wiring, put in some kind of like safety net, something, just to make sure that it wouldn't happen again. And hopefully that will solve our not locking problem. So okay, we just did a quick job just to make sure to connect cables, check the antenna module, and as you can see, it works. So yeah, apparently everything is okay with this diversity antenna. Everything's decent, no water damage. So we're just gonna do cables quickly, and that's another problem solved for us. So only one left task. Well, not one task left, but one of the tasks left at the back is the rear washer not working. I did really proper way of testing if the hose is not broken anywhere or anything. It's just simply taking the hose and then blowing some air in it. And as you can hear, not see, but we cannot push through any air, so it's most likely the motor which is gonna be blocked. So yeah, next on our agenda is just simply undoing the wheel cover, making sure changing the motor, because as I already showed, it seems like it's blocked. But yeah, I will do that and fix the wiring over here. And that's it. And then I can go to lights, because I saw brake lights are not working. The owner said something about short circuit fault being, so I will show you how to delete the short circuit if it's a problem here. But I don't think it's gonna be a problem, but yeah. We just finished doing the wiring. We put everything in like heat shrink, just to be extra safe. Just gonna put some like seal in here, some tape, that's fine. But yeah, we did all those 4 bolts. And yeah, it seems like everything is working. So that's us finished with the diversity antenna, with the locking problem. We will probably tomorrow bring another battery just to check. Well, we already did check. We already checked the keyless is working as well. So all perfect. We just need to put the spoiler back to place. Put some seal just around here that any water ingress wouldn't get in place. And that's it. That's done with the spoiler. And then we can move on to working on washer motor. So now we just need to remove the wheel cover underneath here. We already see that someone didn't put those correctly. That's fine. It makes our life a bit easier. But yeah, we need to remove the wheel cover, and then we will be able to reach the water pumps, not water pump, windshield washer pumps, which are just underneath this wheel cover. So, okay, we just finished removing the cover. We can already see that there is lots of liquid in. So we need to get something just to put washer fluid back to the bottle that we wouldn't waste it. So we just quickly gonna find something to fill this one. So yeah, we got the bottle. And then we simply unplug this. I'm gonna unplug if I find something thin and sharp. So we found screwdriver. So yeah, we quickly just gonna unplug this the intake pipe. Not intake, but basically washer fluid intake. So simply as. And of course, as per usual, we managed to get all over ourselves. At least we got most of it. Well, at least we tried. So now we just need to remove this reservoir washer fluid, which cannot be difficult. Okay, we just quickly gonna remove this cover as well, just to get some more space. It's amazing, we see that apparently washer windscreen headlight washer hose is broken. Maybe after some damage or something. But yeah, we just unhook this hose, make us more space, and then we can try to play again this game. So we see the headlight washer pump is unhooked. We should probably not hook because that bolt will not hold it. But if we move further up, one of them is supposed to be for windscreen washer for front windshield, and one of them is for rear. Any, Benny, make it do. Let's disconnect it. Let's try to disconnect this one. And let's try if windshield washer is still working. Okay, apparently we removed the wrong pump. And then once again, okay, we disconnected the right one. And just for a quick test, we're gonna take our new pump, try to plug it in. Hoses looks the same, everything looks the same. And let's try our rear pump. Okay, it might be the case because our trunk is still open. Okay, and then once more, let's try. Okay, we hear a pump working. Everything seems okay. So at first our pump, our trunk was not fully closed. That's what was causing the problem. But yeah, the owner's pump is dead. We changed the pump. I'm gonna put it in place, and then I'm gonna check if the pipe is not leaking anywhere. As well as we should probably put some liquid in it. Okay, that's fully seated in. That one can go back to place as well. Okay, so both of the pumps are in place. We are not connecting this one. So let's try. Oh, that seems working. So yeah, we just need to fully put back everything together. And then try once more. After windshield washer replacement, we tried it. Everything seems working. So we can go to... So after windshield washer replacement, we already saw that everything's working. So we can go towards putting everything back together. I already took that bolt nut which is supposed to go here. I put it there. So now we just need to put some seal around it just to double check that, just to make sure that it wouldn't get any water inside, any water ingress for the future. But I will show you how I'm gonna do that. Maybe do some cuts. But yeah, let's start putting everything back together, and then we can go towards lights, because as I saw already, that light doesn't work. I already seen fault of brake lights not working. So yeah, we'll go to that after putting at least this bit back together. So why I'm putting the seal? Basically, E91s are notorious for this gasket leaking. And that way we are just making sure that the diversion antenna wouldn't get damaged, because those ones are quite expensive. We're not gonna put a lot, just enough to make sure everything is sealed. Need to move all that stuff from over here. I was about to say, let's try not to get this Victorine sealant all over our fingers. But I already see that I did. At least I'm wearing gloves now. Okay, let's put those bolts together. Just not too tight, because over tightening those as well can lead to this box cracking and then water getting in. Yeah, just simply by hand. There's no torque spec. Well, I believe BMW has its torque spec, but give or take is gonna be 342 Newton meters. But who cares? Just simply doing by hand all that gasket maker is gonna either way seal it. You need not to forget to plug the washer as well as we need to find where are the bolts, which are missing right now. Okay, the most annoying task, besides plugging this one, making sure that where's that that's plugged. This one doesn't want to get in. So those ones are hooked. Now we can work towards getting spoiler back in place. Okay, the spoiler looks in quite decent position. There's still a bit too much gap here. It's fine. And once again, the moment of truth. If everything is okay, there should be washer fluid coming out there. Oh, here we see. Perfect. Yeah, we got washer fluid all over here. Everything seems working. Now it's time to work on the lights. So okay, we just did a quick test with diagnostics. As we can see, both brake lights are working. We'll change the bulbs because apparently it's throwing an error still. Oh, the test just finished. The reverse light seems working okay. Either way, we will probably change those bulbs and check contacts as well. But what we can see is that tail light is not working. And from what we can see, that the bulb is fully burned, as well as the contact over there doesn't look great either. So we're just gonna quickly check what we can do about that. So yeah, we're gonna just simply do, there's parts dropping, just gonna simply take a brush and clean the contact. I think okay. So if you struggle with lamps working sometimes and sometimes don't, just use the brush, some kind of, and the new bulb, and just clean the contacts. It's gonna solve many problems. So we're gonna do that with all four taillights, and also put new bulbs. The fog lights I checked after, yeah, they're working fine, and it seems like it's brand new bulb, so we'll not be changing those. Okay. Okay, taillights are working fine. Those ones are working fine. And brake lights still working fine. And the center brake light, yeah, worked fine. So yeah, we fixed everything. As you can see, there's no fault. We refilled the washer reservoir. We fixed the remote key. Basically, yeah, there were quite a few small bits and pieces. The rear wiper is working. The trunk is open at the moment, so I cannot check that. But yeah, as you already saw, everything's working. All those small pieces fixed. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please press like. Don't forget to press like. If you're new and enjoy content like that, you should consider pressing subscribe button as well. And yeah, that's it for today. And see you next time. If you can't wait for the new video, consider watching one of the older videos. Yeah, that's it. Bye.